had some sriracha. Here at the apartment gym. I'm chilling. I feel good. Don't waste your time on me. Good motherfucking morning. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Good motherfucking morning. It is Friday. This is my first ever vlog. I've always wanted to do something like this and finally getting around to doing it. We are doing this for the first time ever, raw, unfiltered, just showing who I really am. Again, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. There might be a lot of cussing, by the way, because again, this is raw, unfiltered. That's who I am. Unless YouTube censors that shit, then we'll be finding out later. But for now, there will be a lot of that. Just naturally, it comes to me. But yeah, we're out here on my morning walk. I do this every single morning. Today we started a little bit later because I had to film some other stuff for this vlog, and it took me a lot longer than I expected. I also took 3 shits this morning because all week I've been taking... This fucking camera's heavy. Yeah, we're gonna be learning a lot doing this shit. So this is the camera I've used to film all my content. I've done weddings with this shit. It's a Sony a7S III, and with the fucking mic, it's heavy. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. That's gonna happen a lot. You're gonna see that. So I decided to take this like cleanse thing. It's the powder. I've been taking it all week. I kid you not, yesterday I took like 7 shits. It just comes right out nice and wet. I gotta switch hands here now. Alrighty. Wow, this is just fucking great. Okay, so the point of this hopping on YouTube is to be taking everybody on my journey, showing everybody what I've learned and all the tactics, all my lessons, and again, just show really who I am. I'll get a lot more into details later, but I'm excited. March was the start of something new for me. I've slowly went away from what the business used to be. Built a big old agency, it was great. We hit 30K months. And again, it was great until it wasn't. So now I'm focusing on something else. I found out that I can repackage everything I've learned into a digital product and sell that. I'd rather teach people how to do what I've done in my agency than do it for them. For now, I will have the agency still running. We do have a little bit of clients, but it's the goal right now isn't really to scale that. It's to scale something that doesn't require too much of my time, which again is where this digital product comes in. And it's gonna be aimed at beginners and basically who I was maybe like about 6 years ago. God damn it, the reason I keep changing angles is because my arm is fucking hurting. But it's gonna be aimed at helping beginners, people who maybe are working a normal job and have been interested in becoming a business owner. Again, I'm just speaking to my old self, so this is not going to be for everybody. This is probably not gonna be for somebody that's already making 20K a month in their business, unless they're trying to get into ads and they haven't got into that, because that's another one of the digital products that we're doing is helping business owners learn ads. But again, I'm mainly focusing on helping beginners. So it's going to be a blueprint on fucking how to do everything from like what type of business you could start. If you don't have an idea, how to use AI to find maybe a skill that you have or something that you could just make money off. How to go about making content, how to go about getting your first clients, how to go about making sure that you give your clients the best possible service. And eventually it's all also going to lead to a like one-on-one coaching from me. So maybe the deeper you are in your journey, your business journey, or the more help that you want, there's going to be different packages that basically lead to myself. So again, I created the project. There's a couple products in between that, and then finally is access to me. And in the end, you can also get it done for you with my agency. I'm glad to be doing this type of content. When I first started the agency, I started doing this type of content, but yeah, I got overwhelmed, but I also got a lot of clients where I had to focus on their content, so it was hard to do mine. I only did my content for like about a month. And again, I've always wanted to do this. Like for years, I used to watch people vlogging all the time back in like fucking 2012, 2014 area where it got started. So I'm excited to finally be doing this. I'm also only able to do this because my girlfriend's business has been scaling like crazy with minimal business expenses. So that's allowing me to move forward and be able to do what I'm doing now. So if it weren't for her, this probably wouldn't be possible. Anyways, you'll be hearing me say that word a lot. God damn it. This is also going to help me become a better speaker. But yeah, I'm going to be making a lot more content. Like I was saying, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. It was hard. I finally get the opportunity to do so because I don't have to worry about all these clients. I could just do my own content, build my personal brand, sell some digital products, sell my knowledge, and fucking enjoy life again. God damn it. All right, so now we're here at the apartment gym. I don't usually work out here, but since it's my first day filming my vlog and I'm a little bitch, I didn't want to go to UFC gym where I usually go to. Also, I've been taking a long time getting used to setting up my camera and doing all this shit. It's different when I'm filming myself, and this is taking me a lot longer than what I expected. So I didn't know what to expect at the gym. Usually it's empty in here, so I figured why not. But yeah, we're gonna hit a little bit of chest, shoulders, and triceps, and we're gonna start out with some mobility. All right, the pump cover is officially off to show my little muscles and the pump that I do not even have. Hey, but you know what? I feel good about myself despite my little muscles, and that's all that really matters. If you feel good about yourself, and fuck everyone else up the fucking butt. Damn, I got a good little pump going on here. No, relax. Sorry, I have a girlfriend. No, sorry, I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. Oh. Remember, I think I mentioned this cleanse drink that I've been taking right this week. I think I mentioned that. And if I didn't mention it, well, here you go. I've been taking this cleansing drink to kind of, I guess, clean the guts, whatever. I was just curious about trying it out. It's been making me shit all week. Holy fuck. And right now, doing my abs and the pressure, I felt like I was about to fucking shit myself. And I'm all for the confidence. At the end of the day, that's feeling good about myself is, I believe, what started me getting into my business journey and starting all these businesses. If I would have never gotten in shape in the first place and lost about like 60 pounds, who knows if I'd be here now. So again, that's kind of a work for me. I know it doesn't work for everybody. I've seen some people with, let's say, successful, I say quotation marks because everybody has their own definition of success, but I've seen successful people who are fucking 100 pounds overweight, got all the money, and confident as shit. Honestly, when I see someone like that, props to them. Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah, like I said, what helped me get confidence is the body. Obviously, then building the business and learning all this other stuff as well. But yeah, like I said, when I see someone like that, I'm just like, damn, props to them. Honestly, you could be ugly, you could be fucking super overweight, but as long as you have the confidence, nobody could fucking take that away from you, and nobody could fucking make you feel bad about yourself. I don't agree though that I do not agree though that you should be overweight though. It just naturally comes with fucking health implications. But you know what? There could also be a skinny person that isn't healthy either. So fucking everything's a paradox. Life is weird. You're gonna see that a lot about me. I hate judging. I definitely like to put myself in different people's shoes. I like to think about what people have to say. I like to think about why they do the things they do, why we are the way we are. And at the end of the day, I could just see somebody, ask questions, learn about why they are the way they are, whether I think it's positive or negative. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. I was going fucking rants. Whew. Alrighty, so finally done with the workout. Got a good little pump. And now I want to get into a little bit of why I'm making this digital product. And it's mainly because I built a business that I wasn't all too excited about. The business started almost 2 years ago in April. It's funny because usually around April is when I kind of start something new. When I started doing online personal training, it was around March that I was building. I launched my online coaching program. It was in April, going into my birthday. I got 10 online clients in the first month. It's crazy because anytime I've launched something, it's always done fucking pretty well. And it's mainly because of fucking social media. Like, I always post about it. I'm always posting about the journey, and that's what it's been. Yeah, so that was the second business I launched. And then the third one was, I guess you can call it my videography business. And then it led into the agency. But yeah, the agency started about 2 years ago. It was great. I started making content like this, but because I was on the one-man team, I couldn't continue making my own content because the goal was to get clients, get money, right? Which is exactly what happened. I started making money, started getting clients, and then eventually it got to the point where, again, I had too many clients where I couldn't make my own content. So my first client for the agency was, again, Tacos Gavilan. And this happened because of a friend of mine. I've known this friend since we were in middle school. That friend actually saw my journey through me being a personal trainer, posting content, being a videographer, and then starting the agency. And this person was like, you know what? I like what you've done. I like how you put yourself out there. I like your personality, and I want you to bring that to the business. And yeah, so we actually worked together for about a year and a half. Well, that one client made me look probably bigger than what I was. Because of that, you know, other people started to reach out to me. They were like, oh shit, like, to fucking work with a client like that, nobody fucking knew. And here I am saying it now that I definitely was put in a position that I was not ready for, but that allowed me to grow. I wasn't gonna say that back then because I was just trying to start the business, but that's an example of faking it till you make it. Some people don't agree with that. I don't give a fuck. Why not envision and pretend like you're already there and start to act like that person instead of waiting to get there? Because if you wait, then you're never gonna actually get there. It's the stuff that you learn along the way, the failures and mistakes that you make, that are gonna ultimately get you to that end goal of who you wanna be. So anyways, I got 2 clients, was doing it all. I was editing for them. I was filming, I was coming up with the ideas, I was filming, I was editing, I was posting for them. Eventually I was like, all right, I can't fucking do this anymore. It got to the point where it was great. I was making some pretty good money. We were probably at like 10K at this point, but I couldn't do shit. I couldn't make my own content. I'd go out with my girlfriend. I'm like, fuck it, I want to do this shit. I have to edit. I honestly don't know how I found out about editors, but I got one editor. That one editor was able to take care of those 4 clients. All of a sudden, I had all this free time and I only had to film for those 4 clients. That's all, which took like a couple of hours once a month. So then I was able to bring on more clients, started making my content again, and then we just started bringing on more clients. I got Tacos Gavilan May of 2024. Let's fast forward to November of 2024. By that point, we had 3 editors. I don't know how many clients at that point, quite a bit. That month, I hit my first like 15K month. Then December came around, we hit 15 again. Then January came around, we hit 20, then 25. And then I was like, all right, I learned of a virtual assistant. So I brought on another virtual assistant and another editor. That was in March. Virtual assistant helped me with a lot of admin work, such as posting for my clients, organizing, kind of managing my editors. Now we had so many clients. Now I was back to being fucking busy again with filming. Like I mentioned back in October, once I got my first editor, it was great because once I got that editor, all my time was free. I only had to dedicate 4 days of filming. But now fast forward to like March or April, I was filming, I don't know how many times a week. That lasted for like 2 months and I was like, once again, I cannot do this. The reason I ever started hiring was because I just couldn't do shit anymore and I was overwhelmed. So then I reached out to Ashley, who became our videographer for a good amount of time. And because I needed help with the filming. So she came in June, a whole month she was coming over to her apartment. I wasn't teaching her how to film because she already knew that. She was great at it. But I was kind of teaching her the business. It was weird. It was just, you know, it's what happens when you go to a job and you have to maybe go through an orientation, kind of ask how stuff works around. You may know the main skill of it, but there's a bunch of things that revolve around the business. So that's kind of what I had to teach her. Eventually, I don't know if it was July, I think August, I was like, you know what? You're all on your own now. I took a trip to San Diego in August and I was like, hey, I'm going to be gone. She took care of it. It was great until it wasn't. Where I fucked up on, as I started hiring, I didn't increase my prices and I kept the same prices from when it was just me, a one-man team, which was great when it was a one-man team. But once I started hiring, I needed to start charging more to increase the profits. But it got to a point where my expenses at 1 month were like $12,000. It averaged about 10. And there were some other months where we only made like about $15,000. So now I was only making $3,000. Yeah, I said I had those 25, 30K months, but it would kind of fluctuate here and there. And yeah, some clients would leave because maybe they weren't too satisfied with their results. And that was because we had so many clients, couldn't fulfill everybody. Oh, and the reason I also brought on Ashley was because I was trying to learn ads and add that as a service. I understood that if I can offer ads as a service, I was a lot more valuable to my clients, because now I could tell them, hey, we're gonna fucking give you clients. We're gonna bring you clients through the ads that we're running. Yes, we take videos, we'll give you videos, we'll give you organic content and ads. But the main thing is that I'm gonna manage your ads, and at the end of the month, I'm gonna tell you this is how many clients you made. So I forgot, that was another reason that I brought her on, because I did want to start charging more. But I never got to fully, at that point, I didn't get to fully learn them because I still had so much to manage. All of this to say that it just became a machine that I didn't want to handle anymore. I could have continue going with it, but I just didn't want to handle it anymore. Also, my girlfriend's business started to blow up, and she also started making 15, 20K months with zero business expenses. It got to the point where some months we would barely break even, some months I was negative. So now we were starting to use her money, and I was like, fuck, we probably used her money for a good 6 months. And I was like, fuck. I was like, to be honest, we could be great with her 20K months and me not having any business. Like, we would have been better off like that. Yeah, anyway, so little by little, I started getting rid of the team so I could kind of start from scratch again. So now here we are. In between all of that, I started working with contractors, and I realized how the ROI makes the most sense for contractors. They can easily spend $3,000 to $5,000 a month on ad management, which is for my business and my team and everything. For one client, if they're paying that, that's fucking makes sense. I would not to have that many clients. But I realized that the ROI makes sense for them. We run ads, they can close deals in about a week. If they get one 200K job in a month that they weren't gonna get otherwise, and they had to spend $5,000 to a media agency, that's still pretty fucking good for them. You know what? Let me let go of everybody. I don't have to prioritize organic content anymore. I could charge these contractors more, and then I could build up again. So that's what I'm doing slowly, but it's not a priority. And at the same time, I'm coming up with this digital product. I've learned a lot, not only from the media agency or the videography agency or the online coaching business or the fucking personal training business. I put it all together, and that's what my digital product is for. It's for people to not make the same mistakes that I did. I'm very big on mentorship. I paid at least $25,000 on mentorship in the last couple of years, and I want to keep paying more. There's always going to be people that know something that we don't, and I'm big on fucking paying for people that have done the work already. Sure, you can learn everything. You can learn from watching my YouTube video that I'm going to be talking a lot about. You can learn from my digital product. You can learn from me. But there's a difference if we're working one-on-one, which I'm also going to have as a service later on. That's not what I'm prioritizing too much right now. But yeah, anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm packaging all my knowledge because I genuinely want to help people that to not make the same mistakes that I did. And also, to be honest, it's great that I can say this, but I'm not in desperate need like I was with the media agency. At the time, my girlfriend maybe wasn't making too much money, but before that she was. And that's what allowed me to focus like 5 months to build the agency. I wasn't making any income. She was making all the income. And then the agency builds up, and then she drops her income, and then her income drove, and then I've been to not making as much income. And anyway, so that's what I love about our relationship. I can talk about our relationship in another video. So we have helped each other out a lot. So with the media agency, there became a point where I was like, oh shit, I need to make this work. Now I'm just doing this for the fun of it. I always wanted to make vlogs. I always wanted to make content that I actually enjoy. Again, I tried it when I was personal training, tried making content that I enjoyed, but then it did well. My marketing did well. Then I got clients, I got busy, and then I couldn't focus on that anymore. And I didn't know the knowledge I have now. Now I still have my team, not the full team. Oh, I didn't even mention, we were a team of 15 people in that media agency. Now we're about like 4 or 5. I have 3 editors, me, my virtual assistant, and then I still have Ashley on the side, kind of contract her when I need her. But she was working full time with me before. So yeah, so we're about 5, but we were 15 at one point. But anyways, if I would have had that when I was doing the online coaching, oh fuck, that shit would have fucking blown up. Again, it's not about being the best, it's about being the best known. So what I was getting at was that I don't have a need for this. I'm doing this for the actual fun of it. It's funny because I feel like I've heard a lot of people sometimes in the coaching space, like they're like, kind of saying this as well, but yeah, I genuinely don't need it. I'd be fine without it, but this is what's gonna fulfill me. Like I said, doing the agency didn't really fulfill me, and also maybe it was because I didn't do it correctly, but this does fulfill me. I do genuinely want to help people. Come to me. That's what gave me this idea. I used to be a personal training coach. People went to me because they like my personality. I was great for the beginner. Oh, that's the key, that I'm I'm here for a beginner. I'm not here for somebody that's probably the same level as me. I'm just here for somebody that wants to get where I'm at. I'm here to help someone that's maybe like 5 years behind me. So same thing, when I was a personal trainer, beginners would go to me. They were attracted to me because they're like, oh, he's closer to where I was and I trust him, as compared to maybe going with this super big jack dude. Same with me now. Like, I've gotten so many people, maybe videographers actually, like come up to me and they saw what I built and they ask me questions, and you know, I'll help them out here and there. And that is a passion of mine, I can say. So, and again, I don't have a desperate need to make it work. If it doesn't work, whatever's, but I'm like, why not? I also can't just fucking sit on my ass and not do nothing. My ADHD brain doesn't allow me to. I go everywhere. I'm all about fucking having to have a goal. And I also believe that most people should have a goal, something to drive for. If not, then, you know, maybe life can get pretty boring. Alright, we are going to grab a snack before I head out to go play. We got the Premier Protein, quick, has some caffeine, 30 grams of protein, 160 calories. Oh, I'm trying to cut weight too, by the way. Something that happened with building the business was that I got a little fat. I have been sitting at like 150 degrees. I've been sitting at 150 to 155 pounds for the longest. And I got up to like about 171. So about 15 to 20 pounds I gained. I was at 171 at the start of the year, but I didn't start really on it until like February. Right now I'm at 154 as of this morning. No, 164. 164 as of this morning. So I'm what? 7 pounds down, 7 pounds down. Not bad. I'm trying to lose another 4 this month to be at 160. And then at the end of May, about 156. And then, yeah, we'll see how I am about that around there. Maybe another 4 pounds to get to like 152. Maybe. We'll see. Or I may just keep it at 156, but just, yeah. Alrighty, so here we are. It's a very nice fucking turf field here. I'll show a little bit right now. This is probably only like the 4th, 5th time maybe that I'm back to just kicking the ball around. I've been trying to strengthen my lower body ever since I ruptured my Achilles about 2-3 years ago. I didn't get surgery. I didn't do the rehab that I should have done because I started the business. And it's funny, I got these not too long before rupturing my Achilles. They're basically brand new. These are fucking sick. I've always wanted a pair of like just all black cleats. They're not fully all black, but they're fucking sick. These are meant for turf or AG, artificial grass. Oh, they're fucking sick. They just hug my feet. A little snug. All right, this is super cool. I've never tried the active tracking feature on the drone. Where is it? It's just following me. Look, let's go. We're going. Look, it's up there. Oh shit. That's fucking sick. Is it right there? Oh, it's over there. It's right there. Let's do it again. We got the soccer ball here. Oh, that's fucking sick. I've had the drone for like almost 2 years. Anyway. Wow, just fucking wow. That, let me tell you, that was amazing. Those moves that I was doing, not like they were cool moves, just the movements, the cuts, the stops, I haven't been able to do that. I got a little excited today. It's been a couple of weeks since I came out here. I have been focusing on strengthening my Achilles though, my knees and everything. And holy shit, I think I'm gonna go play soon. Just pick up games, nothing too crazy. I mean, that's what I would play anyways, but wow. I'm fucking hyped. I gotta be careful though, because we don't want to get fucking injured again. But it was actually better once I changed into these shoes. So these are the ones I use to play on turf. I probably played with these for about a year and a half maybe. So they're a little wider as compared to these. Like I mentioned, these were newer. They're still not even broken in. As soon as I put these on, fuck, my feet felt way better. I switched because my feet were hurting with the other ones. But anyways, that was fucking exciting. Now I'm about to go home, shower, let's go to the rooftop. Gonna film an actual educational YouTube video at the rooftop, do a little bit of work at the rooftop as well. Currently, I got the team working. That's the cool part about having the team, because I have my editors working. Yeah, so my VA's finalizing making our digital product. We're making our digital product on Go High Level. It's what I use for all our automations. It's a CRM that I use where we handle all our automations, client invoices, it's our whole backend system. And when we run ads, we set automations so that whenever we're running ads, we set up automations so that when we get leads, we get notified. Yeah, we give the CRM to our ad management clients as well, but it's also useful for a lot of stuff. I'm hosting my course on here, my digital product, and there's a bunch of automations that are gonna go on inside of there. I also have my editors working on some videos for the product. I'm also finalizing content. I'm batching up a shit ton of content so that we're just ready to go. The next week or so. And so that way I don't have an excuse. I'm making my content like 2 weeks in ahead so that way I have enough time. If I skip a week, then I still have another week to make that content, because again, it's me 2 weeks in advance. But what I was getting at was that this is the cool thing about having virtual assistants, editors, that while I'm here, fucking you guys, I went to work out, I went to walk, I'm here playing soccer, kicking the ball around, and my team's fucking working. So it's one of the many things that I've learned about building a business. I gave them instruction, they're doing it, they don't really bother me. At the end of the day, I just review their work, and yeah. So my VA, again, has helped me with a lot of like admin tasks, but she's an expert at, and she is great. She's an expert at, I Go High Level. So again, she's building out the product for me. I gave her the contents to put into there, and yeah, I recommend everybody get a virtual assistant, get an editor. There's honestly no fun excuse. My virtual assistant at first came on board for $300. Now she's paying $600 because she deserves it. And she's from the Philippines, I forgot to mention. That's a living wage over there. And what I'm gonna pay her now, it's probably like middle to below average income. And but I have an editor that I pay $800, and that's probably average, I would say. But anyways, yeah, you can get a VA, editors, social media managers, all these positions anywhere from like $300. You can even get part-time. She was full-time when she was $300, but you can get even part-time or full-time. You may not need somebody full-time, but I definitely would recommend, if you're getting somebody, start off part-time and then go full-time. But again, it's really not a lot. One editor, you could get one editor, one virtual assistant for less than $1,000. Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, I have a team of like 5. All of them cost me probably less than, and with all my subscription and CRMs and all that, my business expenses right now are like $2,500. Yeah, which is nothing crazy. Again, we do have ads management clients, but we're not doing a crap ton of content for them. If anything, the content this last month has been just all for my YouTube, my own personal content. But yeah, let's go back home. All right, now we're in the kitchen, about to eat real quick before I go up to the rooftop to film some more content. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing a beanie, mind your own fucking business. I'm just kidding. I actually was not gonna record this section right now, but that defeats the purpose of this. Again, the whole point of this is to show my real, true, and raw self. The point of the beanie is because every time I get out of the shower and before I put on gel to do my hair it's a little, what is it, poofy, frizzy, whatever. I just don't like how my hair looks. So I have to squeeze it down with the beanie before I put on some gel. Anyways, we're gonna eat some basic ass beef and rice. And we already got it made. This was made on Sunday, ready to go. We got a bowl here. I'm gonna do 6 ounces. We track our food because that's how you lose weight. Either that or you take Ozempic. MyFitnessPal, I've been using it for fucking years. I'm gonna go for 6 ounces. 6 ounces of beef. I got these from Target, Sprouts, Whole Foods, I don't fucking know. 1 cup with just some quick rice to throw in the microwave and it's ready to go. It probably just has some sodium in it, but whatever, it'll do. There we go. Throw it in the microwave. Meal prep's the easiest, but that wasn't even a meal prep, kind of. It was just, it's fairly simple. What else? Oh, add some sriracha to it. My water. And we're good to go. And we're back. I did my hair. I'm ready to go. Where the bitch is at? Whoa, that's dirty. Added some sriracha. Healthy boys. Alrighty, so we're here at the rooftop. I got this mic on because we just finished filming a YouTube video, a scripted one. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of scripting content and vlog content. The scripting content is just, the reason for the scripting is because it's an educational piece. So I don't wanna miss anything. As you'll see, I ramble a lot and I don't have structure when I'm doing these vlogs. For my educational pieces of content, I need to have structure. My fucking ADHD brain just goes everywhere. And unfortunately, I don't think that if I'm trying to educate and I'm just rambling, I do not think it'll perform well. But who knows? Watch my fucking vlogs take off and then I just stop doing educational pieces of content and just do this. But again, we're trying things out here, so we're gonna see. It's funny, I've only been doing this for a day, but already right now I'm just fucking, I'm chilling. I feel good. I feel like in the morning, I was a little too stiff, you know. I was stiff. But the more I do this, the better I'm gonna get at it. Just like anything I've ever done, whether it was personal training, learning how to track my food, learning proper form, or whether it was learning content, marketing, editing, it's never gonna be perfect in the beginning. And unfortunately, people hate to suck at things. And sometimes I do too. But because I've done so many things, as soon as I start doing it, I'm like, it's fine. It'll get better with time. But I guess all this to say, just fucking try things, do things. That's how you're gonna learn. That's how you're gonna get better. By the time this video is posted, my digital product will probably be live. I hope it is. It should be linked in this video. If it is, it'll be links on my Instagram, my TikTok, everywhere. And I'm excited. This is another thing that I'm doing. Apart from the vlogs and the educational content on the YouTube, I'm also launching a digital product at the same time. Those are 2 things I haven't really done. For sure, the digital product I haven't done. I've tried YouTube, but I wasn't consistent with it. And I had a different goal when I've done the YouTube before. Just do the damn work, do whatever it is. My digital product, if you're new, if you're tired of your job, if you feel like you're meant for more, if you wanna build a business, that's who my product is for. There's a $27 digital product. It'll give you the basics of what you need to know. And again, there's different tiers. Ultimately, if you want to get the best results, there's also going to be some one-on-one coaching from me. If you're already a little more advanced, you can go straight to the coaching, or you can go to my agency and we can do it all for you, whatever it is. So again, I'm excited about this. I'm doing all of it organically. Even though we run ads, I know how to run ads. I want to see how it does organically, because this is going to challenge me to make the best possible content. Ads are great, they work. And this is what I tell service businesses, especially those businesses who don't wanna make a lot of content. But I do wanna make the content. So I wanna challenge myself here to make the best possible organic content I have. A lot of people, sometimes content creators, go into making content with just wanting to go viral and maybe not an actual goal after that. But I'm also maybe trying to go viral or trying to reach a big amount of people, but I already have that digital product from the start and I have the agency still running. So again, I'm just doing this for the fun of it, to add something else to my portfolio. If I don't do this, I'm not gonna fucking do much. Again, is it gonna work? I don't know. The lifestyle I have right now allows me to do it. Absolutely nothing happens if it fails. If it does, great.
then fuck yeah. It's been a great day. Sun's been coming in and out. And until the next one.